Okay, thank you all. Very good morning. Thank you for coming. And on behalf of Mrs. Farah Saeed and Dr. Rasif Saeed, the Council General of India, I welcome all of you to the Easter Extravaganza. Thank you all for coming today. It's a pleasure having all of you here. Good displays. And yeah, welcome all. Um, Before I begin with anything, I have a couple of people to thank. So we have Mr. Zain Raj, President and CEO, Shapiru Raj, and Mrs. Lubena Raj. I know she's not here, but a big thanks to her as well. Mr. Zain Raj is also a marketing guru and author of several books. So yeah, I want to call him on stage to say a few words. Mr. Zain Raj.
It's very flattering. But you know what? I think we're here to celebrate and participate in two different things. And it's my privilege to be able to introduce you to both of those, what I call imperatives. The first one is wanted to thank you all for coming because it's my wife, Labaina, and my privilege to be able to invite you all and be part of the event that Mrs. Saeed is hosting here and organizing. When I first met her a few years ago, and I saw this display of egg art, and I looked at her, go, wow, you have a wonderful collection. And she goes, yeah, I made all of them. And I go, really? And she looks at me like, yes, really. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is great, great work. And it's fascinating as you walk around here and you see the quality of the work, the quality of the design, this is world class. And she's done the show in a lot of different places around the world, and I know it's been amazing. And I just walked around this morning and I cannot stop. I mean, I've been trying to keep my mouth closed, but it's been failing at it. But getting on to the more important part, and what I appreciate what she and the Consul General are doing for a big initiative for us in India. It's the America-India Foundation. It's an organization that I've been a part of for over a decade. And what we thought we would do is there is a big problem going on in India for people who are from that diaspora. The maternal and the children. There are a lot of young children who are born and are not surviving. Fatality rates are increasing, and the America India Foundation has decided to prioritize that and have focused on it, and it's our privilege to support that initiative today. A part of all of the proceeds from any of these pieces, Mr. Saeed has agreed to very generously donate to the America India Foundation. And so that's a great piece for her. That is part of the reason why, we are involved in this, and I think anything we can help, young children anywhere, have a better than fair chance to succeed. And if wonderful art like this can make an impact, that's the best of both worlds. So thank you for coming. Thank you, Mr. Saeed, for supporting a wonderful initiative. And it's our privilege and pleasure. Please enjoy this. And if you have a chance, put a pink or a round or whatever circle dot out there is that can say you're going to take this home. That would be fantastic for a lot of people back home.
Thank you, Mr. Raj. I now invite Ma'am, Mrs. Farah Saeed, to address us, please.
I thank all of you for your gracious presence this morning. When I introduce myself as an egg artist or an egg sculptor, people usually think that I decorate artificial eggs. But they get perplexed when I explain to them that I work on real bird eggs like ostrich, rhea, goose, emu, and others. My own reaction was similar when I first saw this art 17 years ago while we were in Qatar. The fragility of an eggshell appealed to me as a unique medium to test my creativity. Initially, it was very challenging, but later on, gradually, I discovered that this medium has a lot of flexibility, and it gives me a lot of, since I do different kinds of art, it gives me an option to try everything on this medium. Like I can switch over from painting to calligraphy to etching on the eggshell, and the scope seemed to be unlimited. I have organized several solo art shows and solo exhibitions in different parts of the world to promote this unique art form. Over the years, I have attempted introducing Indian motifs and calligraphy into my art. It is my pleasure to mount my first solo exhibition in Chicago, and that too, it coinciding with the Easter. I hope you would like my work. My special thanks goes to Lubaina and Zain Raj for supporting me to organize this event. Thank you all. Enjoy the day.
The inauguration, I also have to acknowledge that all of you have come here once again. A big round of applause for all of you yourselves. There are a set of diplomatic people here. I want to acknowledge their presence. I have Mr. Hardik Bhatt, Chief Information Officer, Office of the Governor Bruce Rauner, Illinois. I have Ms. Emily Berman here, Deputy Director of the Strategic Partnership Global Affairs, Office of the Mayor Ram Emanuel. I have Mr. Raja Krishnamurthy, our representative from the Democrat side, 8th District. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here. I have Ms. Nikki Lasko, Immigrant Assistant Program Coordinator, Government and Community Relations, Office of the Attorney General. Thank you all for coming. I now request sir to please come on the stage and inaugurate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow diplomats, and all the friends who have come here on our invitation to support what Farah has been doing and the cause which Zain and Lubina are promoting. I know it's not easy on a Sunday morning for all of you to come at 11 o'clock, but the fact that you're all there and such heavy presence shows that you both support art and you are both art lovers and as well as supporters of great events and great causes in India. So I thank all of you. It's very difficult to name each one of you. I know that Gunjan has taken a few names, but there are many others who are here, members of the media, for instance, and very, very good friends, personal friends, diplomatic friends. All of you, a very, very warm welcome on my behalf, on behalf of Farah, and we would like you to actually spend more time in watching the exhibits and seeing it and appreciating what you would see. Thank you very much once again, and then we'll move towards inauguration. I would also request, apart from Zain, Farah and me, Hardik Bhatt could come ahead, please, and then we also have Emily, also you could please step up a bit so you could join us. Neti Lasko, you're also here, so I think at least the organizations are represented, so that's great. Raja, you are our great friend, and also I think, and I must congratulate him, I think, on all your behalf. I know he won the Democratic primary for the 8th Congressional District. So for all the diplomatic colleagues, we always like to meet congressmen. So maybe, it's good to know him before. so it's nice. Of course, good friend Charanjeev is also there, right there. Of course, he's also a good supporter. Many others are there. So I think let's just what we want to do is that unveil the main piece, which is named as Extravaganza, which is the lead piece, and which you see it on your brochures. So together we will do it, and that we treat it as inauguration. So we don't want to do it traditional way of ribbon cutting, but this is the new way we're doing it. Thank you so much. Mummy, aap bhi aaye. I think my mother is also here, so I think. Okay. So I think. I think. Can you hear? Yeah. Okay. Oh wow.
Okay, so please here, one more and the last one. Thank you.
So, folks, if you want to just move up a little bit for a few minutes, it would be great. And then I promise we'll get everybody freed up to go see some beautiful art. So my name is Zain. This is my wife Lubina. On our behalf, we wanted to thank everybody for coming in this evening. How did you guys enjoy Ustad Zakir Hussein's concert. I mean, isn't he something else? I mean, I saw him, I guess, about almost 40 plus years ago, and he was amazing then. I don't think he's gotten any better, but I don't think he's gotten any worse. And but he's still the wonderful man he is, and that was a great concert. But I think the rest of the evening is now to talk about and actually celebrate the art of Mrs. Farah Saeed, who's the only Indian ex-sculptor. Okay, and so I think you'll get to see her work on the 9th floor. But I just want to thank you all for coming out this evening. Wanted to introduce Bulbul and Vimal Bahuguna, who've led the Chicago chapter of the America India Foundation since day one, and have been responsible for pulling a lot of us together as a way to contribute and save so many, not just lives, but livelihoods, and have created such a wonderful place for people in the country that most of us came from. And so I would like to hand over to Bulbul to kind of talk a couple of minutes about the America India Foundation and the Mansi initiative. That's the one that my wife and I are very passionate about, and give us a little bit of an idea as to what your dollars today, and if you go and buy some of the art upstairs, the contribution that Mrs. Saeed is going to make from there, is what kind of an impact it's going to have on mothers and children in India. Bulbul?
Thank you, Zain, for that lovely introduction. And Zain said keep it under 3 minutes, so I'm going to do 2 minutes and 59 seconds. So thank you also, Lubaina and Zain, for introducing us to two shining exponents of performing and fine arts from India. Ustad Zakir Hussain, is he here? Hello. And the percussionist par excellence, and the internationally renowned ex-sculptor, Chicago's very own Farah Saeed. My name is Bulbul. So spring is here, and spring is a season of rejuvenation, change, and excitement, celebrated the world over. So happy Easter, happy Holi to all, and here we are to celebrate life. As you know, I'm going to make this short and sweet like I promised. As you know, a portion of today's proceeds is being donated to one of American India Foundation's signature verticals called MANSI, M-A-N-S-I, Maternal and Newborn Survival Initiative. A quick word now about AIF, which is the American India Foundation, before I move on to MANSI. Founded in 2001, at the initiative of then Prime Minister Vajpayee, many of you remember him, and President Clinton, who we all now know and will know more of, to involve... I didn't mean to say that. That's off my text. To involve the Indian diaspora in the grassroots development space in India, targeting three key verticals: livelihood, education, and public health. The Chicago chapter was born in 2004 in our backyard. Vimal, my husband, on the board of AIF, and I'm a national trustee. Thank you to all the trustees, the founders, as well as the governors. There are many of you here today. Since its inception, AIF has raised close to $250 million, and its mission of leveraged philanthropy through public-private partnerships has created social investments of, believe it or not, over $1 billion. Thank you. And the Chicago chapter raises about 1.3 last year, but with all of you, I see so many eager faces and deep pockets, and I hope we will do better. All contributions made by the donors go to AIF's signature programs. All administrative costs of AIF are borne by generous contributions from its board members and its trustees. Now about MANSI, which is why we are here. AIF's MANSI is a signature public health program targeting not only the neonates, the newborns, but also the mothers. As you are all aware, India exemplifies disparate social strata coexisting together, from ultra-rich to ultra-deprived. Mansi, like other AIF signature programs, is focused on the latter. According to UNICEF, a quarter of all maternal deaths during childbirth happen in India, believe it or not. Mansi combines the wasting public health infrastructure in rural India, which is understaffed and under-resourced, and the traditionally community network of midwives to deliver improved maternal and neonatal care through structured protocols. I will not bore you with the dramatic statistics. However, I am extremely proud to say that the program outcomes impelled a Chicago-based corporation, Hospira, now a part of Pfizer, to contribute $1.5 million to Mansi last year. Let me quote a midwife partner of Mansi from a tribal region of India to signify the impact Mansi is creating. And I quote, and before I do that, because I know I'll lose you after the quote, but I just want to say, if you have questions, go to aif.org, or you can ask me over a drink, and more importantly, also, our annual gala is on November 19th. Please look for it and be there and say hello. Also, remember the deep pockets. So I'm going to quote Champa Manji, who is a Mansi worker in Jankipur in Jharkhand. And she says, I will save each and every child of my village so that there is not a single helpless mother in the village like me who can do nothing but wait and watch her child collapse right in front of her. It will be my tribute to my first child. Thank you.
I'd like to ask Mrs. Farah Saeed, the ex-sculptor, to come and do a quick background on her sculpture before we go up and see it.
Good evening, friends. While the egg art in its modern form is traced to Fabergé, in fact, it goes back to several centuries. Eggs have played a very central role in different societies, be it African, Persian, Chinese, or European. This is my 5th solo egg art exhibition and the first in Chicago. Wherever I have hosted my exhibition, it turned out to be the first solo exhibition in that country. This gives me a sense of satisfaction that I am doing something that is not very common. I took fascination to egg art 17 years ago. As a medium, I found eggshell to be very versatile, though challenging as it offers me a lot of flexibility. I can switch over from painting to calligraphy to etching and so on. And still, I feel the eggshell the scope seemed to be unlimited. Over the years, I have attempted introducing Indian motifs and calligraphy into my art. Today, I'm going to exhibit 70 pieces of egg, showcasing my eggs of ostrich, rhea, goose, emu, and other birds. I hope you all enjoy my work and experience of witnessing a different art form. Thank you very much.
This is also scheming for the same name.
Hello, can I please? Beta, please come closer. One more, and the last one. Thank you.
Thank you.